Listed as 8.5-point favorites over the Heat, according to Fox Bet Sportsbook. One anonymous executive told The Athletic that despite being underdogs, the Heat just might have destiny on their side. Here's the quote. Now, if you say, how can Miami win? I think Miami only wins because it's their time. They are playing their very best basketball at exactly the right time. How do they win? They have to be a team of destiny. Miami's got to have that hope that they're just that good right now. Shannon, it is about peaking at the right time. Is it possible that Miami is indeed a team of destiny?
No, I don't believe they are, Skip. I don't believe a team of destiny wins 16 games. A team of destiny is you win a game. You see, or you win 2 or 3 games. You're like, oh, man, that's a team of destiny. Skip, I don't believe you were there, Lake Placid, when the Olympic hockey team beat the Russians. Do you believe they could have beat them 4 more times? No.
Well, they just played an exhibition game at Madison Square Garden. It was
they beat them
10-2, maybe.
Yeah. Trediak was standing on his head. He played so bad in that game they ended up pulling him.
Well, he was having beef with the coach, and the coach pulled him. Yeah.
So that's destiny.
Yeah.
I don't believe you win. They've won 12 games thus far.
I mean, our Team USA did have some future NHLers on the roster, but the
Russians already had NHLers on the roster. They were already pros.
They were just a little long in the tooth, and they were a little stale because they'd won so much and dominated so much. Yeah, they got caught off guard.
So that was a team of destiny.
Yeah. I told you, I only got a seat in the front row at that event because nobody from the U.S.
wanted to go. They already knew it was going to be thought it was going to be a blowout.
Yeah. It was on the Friday night, and I was looking for something to write about. And I asked the press liaison, "You have any seats? Do I have seats? What do you want?" and I go sit next to, Larry Felser of the Buffalo News, who really knew hockey because I didn't.
Right.
And I'm beholding a miracle right before my very eyes. Except to my eye, untrained hockey eyes, it looked like the U.S. was just better than the Russians on that night. Okay, but it was one and done. Okay, I got it.
And so that's what when you look at it, right now, the way I look at it, the Heat have just outplayed, outshot, outcoached all their opponents. They've been better when they needed to be better than everybody else. Spo is put on a masterclass of coaching to get the game close. Jimmy Butler does what he does in the inning, in the end. But Skip, I don't see them as a team with destiny. I'm thinking one game. I'm thinking Penn State beating Miami with that big team in '87, skipping the Fiesta Bowl. I'm thinking something like that as a team of destiny. But to win 16 games...
Well, do March Madness in North Carolina State, Houston. Is that team of destiny?
Okay, something like that.
Remember those NC State teams, the Valvano teams, they won like 4 games along the trail at the buzzer. You know, it was some wild overtime buzzer beater.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a team
and there's no shot clock.
There's no shot clock. And I'm still upset at that because I wanted Phi Slamma Jamma to win so bad.
So did I, because I was covering them because they were from my area and conference because I was in Dallas. And yet Guy V. Lewis, their coach, was known for everybody said, he just rolls the basketball out for the games and says, play, dunk the damn thing, right?
You know, you got Elijah Moore, you got Clyde Drexler, they had a...
Benny Anders, do you remember him?
Yep.
Ooh, he could play. Oh, they had a freshman point guard, which might have been a little bit of a hindrance, but...
Wittenberg, Lowe, Thurl Bailey, Cozell McQueen.
They were pretty good.
Lorenzo Charles called it out of the... I was like, that's an air.
It was an air ball caught. And Akeem just sort of lost it in the lights.
Yes.
It's like losing a fly ball in the lights. I don't know where it is. Oh, he dunked it. We lost.
At the buzzer.
Wasn't it like 54-53?
Yeah.
Okay. Low score because they just dribble the air out of it because you don't have to give the basketball.
Well,
okay. All right.
Cruising New Mexico, right?
Yeah. It was in Albuquerque.
Albuquerque. It was Mexico.
Yes. Okay. At University of New Mexico. All right. We have never seen anything like this. That's why I'm on the edge of my seat tonight, because you can't have a team of destiny. It's oxymoronic to say you have a team of destiny in the NBA Finals. They don't go together because it's too many games.
Yes.
It's 7-game series. It used to be 5 games first round, but now it's 7 games.
Actually, it was 3 games.
Yeah, although you go way back. Yeah, okay.
3 out of 5, and then the conference championship was best of 7.
7 games, 7 games, 7 games. And the irony of this anonymous quote is, it's in The Athletics piece, in which they've gone back to the same anonymously quoted scout, executive, and coach. They've gone every round to them for their picks. And every round, all three of them picked against the Miami Heat. Even against the Knicks, they all picked the Knicks to beat the Heat. I'm sure a lot of people did. The Heat barely survived the play-in tournament.
Yeah, that could have been a toss-up, but I'm definitely picking Milwaukee, and I'm definitely picking the Celtics against the Heat.
Which you did. Okay. So the irony is they've all three been wrong all three times, and now all three are heavily picking Denver to win.
Right.
All right. So I've liked the Heat all along to the point that I'm amused by the destiny label, but I'm starting to think they're a team of, remember, they've played 18 games so far, and I got Heat in 6. I think they're a team of 24-game destiny. Is that possible?
No.
Okay, well, that's what's happening because maybe they're just better than you think they are.
Right.
The problem is they shot they ranked 27th in three-point shooting during the regular season. 27th. Well, right now, they're right there with the home team tonight in shooting threes. And they've been shooting the lights out, and they shot the Lakers' lights out.
Yeah.
But from three, the Heat are 39%. Well, they weren't remotely close to that during the regular season. And yet Denver is also 39% from three. So we got two hot shooting three-point teams. But yet I look at the top of the list here for the Heat. Duncan Robinson's at 45. Wait a second. Caleb Martin's at 44%. This is for 18 playoff games. Gabe Vincent's at 39%. It's ridiculous. And you say, will they get exposed? Well, 18 games is a pretty good sample size to me.
Yeah.
And I love to watch them operate. I love Jimmy getting in the lane, as I keep saying, getting in your kitchen, because if he gets a foot in the lane, he is as good a point forward. He can do what Joker does. He does it very differently. Joker's a great you can make a case he's the best passing big man we have ever seen.
Yes.
There have been some great ones. We talked about Bill Walton before, and Tim Duncan was a very good passer.
Wilt
was a very good passer. But the point is, Joker is so unselfish that he looks to pass, and he's a creative passer to where he's Luka-like, where he makes passes where I say, that's special.
Right.
That was sensational. That's a gift. He's got the passing gift. He'll do wraparound passes and bounce passes and baseline passes. Okay, I give you that. Jimmy is not a spectacular passer, but he has an uncanny ability to get in your kitchen and draw two, and all of a sudden he's got eyes in the back of his head, and they're not behind the back passes. They're just back passes, back bounce passes to a wide open shooter, and watch his passes out of the lane. He always hits the shooter right in the pocket, and these are little big things, but he hits it right in the shooting pocket where Max Strus just goes right up into the shot with it and shoots it with such conviction that I'm starting to think that Destiny's Darlings are actually just legit.
Yeah.
That they're better than you think because they play basketball. I kept saying before the Boston series, they play basketball better than Boston plays basketball because they do turn it over some because they will. But Jimmy will try some things too. He'll get 3 or 4 games.
And the thing, Skip, like NCAA, Skip, you beaten one team one time, so you got to win 6 games.
Yep.
But in this situation, Skip, you got to win 16 games. You can't be a Destiny's Darling winning 16 games.
Okay, but you can prove over the duration.
You legit.
You play basketball better than anybody else does.
Yes.
You play with a physicality and a mental, physical toughness that other teams don't have.
Right.
And I do think culture endures and prevails. And they have a great culture because Jimmy Butler, as a leader, as Kyle Lowry said the other day, we ride with him, but he rides with us.
Right.
And he encourages every one of us to take the shot.
Right.
If you got the shot, take it. Jimmy will go long stretches of the game, and I'll say, where is he?
Right.
Oh, is he resting? I don't think so. He's just, wait, Duncan Robinson's got a hot hand.
Yes.
He's cool. Okay? So he plays with zero ego. So he's like Joker in a very different package.
Right.
Because he can be a little prickly to coach and a little difficult, and he can be, as Spo says, a little gnarly.
Right.
But he keeps being underestimated because his leadership's in a different package at the highest level.
Agree.
And when it's time to make clutch shots, like at the end of Game 6, He shocked me right off my couch. He'd scored 10 straight points. And I look up, they're up by a point with 3 seconds left. And he's over there saying, one stop.
Right.
We just need one stop. And they got the stop, and you know the rest of the story. They didn't get the rebound because it was the luckiest carom out of the lip out that I'd ever seen.
Right.
And yet, did it stop them in their tracks? Did they spill all their guts? No, they came right back. You want to talk about resilience? This team gets down. They missed 9 of their first 11 shots in a Game 7. Wouldn't that doom most teams?
You remember they were down 13 in both games, 1 and 2, and they came back and won them.
And they came back and won them. And you want to talk about flipping the script? They can flip it. It's real. It's legitimate. It's right before your very eyes, but you can't see it because you keep telling yourself, yeah, but he's